plotting. You already know. Popping. Ain't no stopping me now, steady rocking. Watch them hate on me now cause I'm locked in. Watch the hate on me now cause I'm popping. I ain't stopping.
And the New York Giants are the Super Bowl champs.
What's going on, sports fans, NFL fans, New York Giant fans? Welcome to the first episode of the Big Blue Lounge here for the 2026 season. I got my co-host, Mac, the Giants fan, here with me. Great New York Giants content creator, man. And today we just want to talk about the potential roster moves, potential changing of the guard, so to speak, with some of these New York Giants players. Now, a lot of rumors in the rumor mill are that Deonte Banks has improved so much in this offseason that he is going to be the number one cornerback, CB1, for the New York Football Giants, which if that is the case, and he does become CB1, that will automatically remove him from returning punts and kicks, because if he's your number one DB, you do not want him getting injured. So if that happens, there's a pathway for one of these receivers that's on the bubble to become that guy that returns kicks, returns punts, and a gunner. Mac, what's going on with you this evening? How you feeling, brother?
Feeling great, man. Here talking about some Giants football, man. Got some big news today that came in, man. Malik Neighbors, John Harbaugh said it's a strong possibility he gets that red jersey off this week and gets to resume into like some actual, a little bit of live contact action this week. He said he's not necessarily rushing that, but he says it's a strong possibility that can happen as early as this week. And I think that is huge news because that'll just pretty much let you know that Malik Neighbors will definitely be out there against Dallas week 1 to open up Sunday Night Football, man. So I think that is some big news. His Malik Neighbors' progress has been amazing throughout training camp, and we're gonna need him out there for Sunday Night Football for sure. So
absolutely, can't wait to see Malik Neighbors on the field with the ones. I'd like to see him get a full series in preseason, hopefully. But definitely can't wait to see him in week 1. I believe he will be a go week 1. And if all things considered, if it plays out the way I'm thinking it is, you might be looking at Neighbors, OBJ, Fields, and Mooney as your 4 receivers. I know that everybody thinks that Slayton is a lock because of the contract and the pay, but he is not a hardball guy, okay? And just like he said, OBJ has to earn this spot, Slayton has to earn this spot too, apparently, because Slayton was out there just as much time as OBJ was. He didn't get no break because he's one of the starters. No, he hasn't earned that position because he was out there as long as OBJ was out there, which lets me know that he has not solidified his spot on this team in Harbaugh's eyes. Now, does Joe Shane override Harbaugh say because he has that moniker general manager? I don't know. Normally in those type of situations in the business world, the general manager has the last say. But we'll see what kind of pull Harbaugh has in the building and who has the final say on who goes where. But if it was up to me, Slayton would not make this team. And not just because of OBJ, because even if OBJ wasn't in here trying to fight for a spot, I would still not want Slayton on this team. I've been saying get rid of Slayton for 3 or 4 seasons now. The dude is trash. I'm sorry. He looked good around other trash receivers that we had. Let's not forget, we had the slowest and worst wide receiver group in the NFL for a while. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. So, yeah, he looked good around a bunch of scrubs. Get a bunch of receivers in here and you're going to see what he really is, a bum. But I digress. Mac, what's going on, man? I know you disagree with me on the Slayton thing, man.
I do, man. Like I said, he led the team yesterday in receiving, straight up. I mean, that's just what it is. He led the team in receiving yesterday. He did play more snaps than you would think that you would have saw him play. But I saw a theory about that earlier today. Let's talk about it. That maybe they was putting him out there to audition and let because it's getting close to cut down days. You're not gonna just cut Slayton. Cutting Slayton is just basically saying go somewhere else, wherever you want to go, basically. You know what I mean? And you got to get something for him because he does hold trade value. And right now, it's teams that, you know what I mean, will trade for him. I mean, he's not going to get a whole lot for him. You're not going to get a haul for him, obviously. He's Darius fucking Slayton. But get a draft pick, whether it's a 5th round pick, 6th round pick, whatever. A draft pick, something for him is better than getting absolutely nothing for him. And just flat out releasing him would be just kind of ridiculous because he's clearly not going to clear waivers. Obviously, he won't clear waivers. So what's the point of just releasing him and getting absolutely nothing for him?
At the end of the day, that means nothing to me because we're talking about the same general manager who let Saquon Barkley walk for nothing. And you can't tell me that Slayton is anywhere near the caliber of Saquon Barkley.
The difference. That was a different situation. That was a boneheaded situation, straight up right there. But this is right now a situation like this.
He's still our general manager, that same boneheaded dude.
Yeah, but it's not going to work out quite like that. If Slayton ain't going to be a part of this team, it's going to be because he was traded. He was traded away before cut down because he's not getting cut. Look, I know how you feel. He's not getting cut. That's just not going to happen. He's not going to get cut. He's not one. I don't consider him one of the receivers truly on the bubble for making this roster. He's going to either have a spot here or he's going to be traded. But he's not getting cut. I just don't see that. I can't even fathom that. I mean, regardless of how you feel about him, I understand how you feel about him. The drops kill me too. But the reality still says that he's been
they're just going to let him walk. I doubt that they're just going to let him go.
Like it's been a consistent like 700-something yard receiver his whole career. That's not number 1, number 2 stats, and that brings you to one point you said. The New York Giants at some points were forcing him to have to be a number 1, number 2 receiver when he's clearly just not that. I mean, that's something he flat out isn't. So, but his numbers do still, those are still good number 4 receiver numbers. You know what I mean, on your roster. If a guy that can bring that to the table, that's a good spot. Those are good numbers for your guy. That's like your number 4 receiver, even your number 3 receiver, to be honest. So he's not like I said, he won't get cut. He won't get cut. And the issue is
number 3
maybe
numbers.
He did
That's
play.
You get no argument.
And maybe he did play. And maybe he did play yesterday so much. They paid him so much because they are let other people get a look at him. Maybe trying to raise his trade value up. I can't get inside the minds of John Harbaugh, Joe Shane, the guys that make the decisions, but that's something that makes a little bit of sense that maybe that's exactly why he played the amount of time. Also, just the fact that he's missed so much time throughout the offseason anyway, he needs to get his feet back wet in this new offense that he was, like I said, wasn't able to do a whole lot wasn't able to do anything during the spring. And he was still fairly limited in the early parts of training camp as well. So that also probably had a little something to do with why he played as much as he did yesterday. But it's going to get crazy because on Sunday we'll have all our answers next Sunday. We will have all our answers next Sunday. So,
in regards to him not getting cut, I know that it's not smart or responsible to just cut him and not get nothing for him. I wouldn't recommend any team do that because that's not a business savvy move. Okay, I understand that part, but at the same time, you cannot tell me that this guy is better than some of the receivers we have fighting for a job here. And I'm not saying, and I'm responding to Tyrone Hall, where he said it's not fiscally responsible to just cut him. I get that, right? But it wasn't fiscally responsible to just let Barkley walk and not get nothing for him. And we've seen the general manager who we have now do just that. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility that if he's not 100% cleared to go, right, and we're fighting for a spot in the receiver room, and we have to put him on injured reserve or he's injured, then it is a potential possibility that he could end up being put on injured reserve or the practice squad or whatever because he's hurt, and he can end up going bye-bye. So I'm not saying just cut the man and get nothing for him. I understand it's a business. You want to get some return on your investment. Absolutely. But is he the best receiver in that group, in that room? Absolutely not. Is there the potential for him to lose that job? Absolutely. So all I'm saying is there is potential for him to get gone. He's not a hardball guy, okay? And there's better receivers in that room competing for a job. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that Slayton could be gone. A lot of people just think he's an automatic lock because he signed to a contract. That doesn't mean anything. OBJ got the bag and then got traded. So, I mean, the contract doesn't necessarily mean you're here for good, is all I'm saying. Mr. Frank Waiters, what's going on?
Like
Matt, I'm with you. They just can't cut him. Frank agrees with you. And if you weren't going to keep McKinney safety, yeah, they did the same thing. No argument with regard to Saquon because that was a straight-up dumbass move. Absolutely, Mr. Tyrone Hall.
Yeah,
but back to the question I brought up in the beginning. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I want to go back up here to Drew's comment because he was up here, the two giant goofballs comment.
Hey, Drew,
he was saying, I get it. I understand the one side of that, what you're saying. They got 7 years of tape to watch, and I understand all of that, and I get it. It makes sense. But sometimes you do got to let people really see what this dude still got, what he is right now. I mean, Slayton's history, obviously, with the drops and all of that, it's just whole thing. And I think that still could have been a possibility of where they want to, give people extra opportunities to get a little look at them possibly. I mean, I don't really know. What you're saying has validity, and maybe you are right. Maybe that does kind of not make sense to play a guy and risk getting them hurt if you're trying to trade them off. But at the same time, people need to get their eyes on him, man. And I understand, like you said, 7 years of tape, but that tape ain't necessarily all that great. So if you want to try to raise his value up, maybe people can see what can you do for me right now. As opposed to what we've seen in the past of you dropping the ball a lot. But at the end of the day, man, we never gonna see eye to eye on this one. I mean, Lou, I understand how you feel. Like I said, the drops done killed me over the years too, man. But the reality is, if you ain't trading him, he's gonna be on this team. Because he's not getting cut, and He's definitely one of the top 4 receivers on his team right now. He just is, man. That's just the reality of what we've seen over the years. I know how you feel about OBJ. Okay. I love OBJ. But the last few years,
how I
they
feel
still
about
exist.
OBJ. Even if OBJ wasn't here competing for a job, I would still take
I know how you
Austin.
feel about Slayton.
I would still take that's my problem. It's not who else is competing. It's the guy that is taking a spot that there's guys here that are better that can get that spot. That's my issue. But I digress from that argument. Back to the Deonte Banks issue. Rumors have it that Deonte Banks is playing so well that he may be the CB1. And if that is the case, I believe you agree with me that if he's your CB1, he will no longer be returning kicks and punts because you don't want your number 1 DB taking the risk of getting hit, right? So if that's the case, then who gets that kick return job? Is it Austin? Is it Berrios, who seems to be on the bubble? Who would you think would be the guy up to get that spot if Banks becomes the number 1 CB?
I mean, you got some options, like you said. You got Braxton Berrios. If you do end up keeping Braxton Berrios, mostly for that reason, to have a good, reliable return man. You got Devin Singletary, who may make this squad as well. Also, as a guy that can return kicks for you. It's you got some options there. I mean, I think you got a couple guys here that are good, solid options for that may or may. I mean, but it's tough because a lot of them are bubble guys. You don't know. You got to wait till next Sunday and see how this roster ends up shaping up. How this depth chart shakes up with Deonte Banks, because if he's your 1 or 2, if he's number 1, number 2 corner, you're right. He absolutely not. He will not be returning kicks for you if he's in that position, in that spot. So, I mean, that's how it's all. That's another thing about who's going to make this roster decisions like that. will come into play, man, when they're breaking it all down next week and figuring it out. Because you're right.
Barrios and
Banks won't be
Austin
an
give you
option.
the same skill set. Barrios and Austin are both return guys. Barrios doesn't give you much
Well, Austin is more of a punt return guy, not really a kick return. He doesn't really do kick returns. He does punt returns, not really kick returns. So it's
but what I'm saying is both of them give you that return aspect, but none of them are really good moving the sticks on offense, right? So they both kind of give you special teams upside, but not much offensive upside. Whereas opposed to a Darnell Mooney, OBJ, what's the other guy we got competing right now? I forgot his name. We cut Juju. It's another receiver that's on that bubble there. It's between them three fighting for that number 5 spot.
You got Dalen Cambry that's been having a great camp too. Another guy that can play special teams as well. Not a return guy, but he's like more like a gunner for you and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's what you're looking for in that 6th receiver. He's got to be able to give you some special teams help. And with the guys that we have left competing for them few spots at wide receiver, there's not much diversity in that group, right? You only got a few guys that can give you some special teams help, then the other guys are mostly your receiver type of receiver. So this is where it gets tricky. So if Deonte Banks becomes a CB1, now you need a returner, you need a gunner. So do you roll with 6 receivers?
Well, that's definitely going to be the maximum they roll with. If they roll with 6, that'll be the maximum number that they go with. And I think at this point, I feel like you're definitely going to go. I think they're going to go with 6 because, like I said, I feel like 5 are pretty much, you kind of know who 5 are. And I just think that one's last spot's going to depend on the decisions, some of the other decisions they make, like you said. With this, if Tay Banks is no longer an option at kick return, at being a return man for you, then that 6th receiver is probably going to most likely be somebody more like a Braxton Berrios or somebody like that. I mean, it's just somebody that can help you out on the special teams because that's just what you need that person to do. You can't be a 6th receiver on any roster, I feel like, and not be a special teamer. That's just what it is. There's no packages for a 6th receiver. So offensively, you're not necessarily going to be a guy that's being relied on for anything other than helping out on special teams. And that's just what it is.
Guys, quick intermission real quick. If you look there on the bottom there, that link you see on the bottom of the screen is where you can go to get all of your new updated GNATION Inside Sports merch. Also, all the prices, sizes, and availability of all the items on there. That is your link. Click it, browse, save your items that you want, put them in the cart for later, whatever the case may be. Show your support. It's greatly appreciated. Quality merch, not no stuff made by a third party. Your order will come directly to me, and it will be made here by me and then shipped to you. So make sure you check it out, man. Got some great stuff there for you. But yeah, moving right along. Mac, so this week is our last preseason game. What would you like to see in that first half?
I would like to see some more further development of some of these young guys, man. A couple of them that played really well this past week. I got to shout out one in particular, man. One Mr. J.C. Davis, 6th-round draft pick at tackle from out of Illinois, man. This young man played all 81 of the offensive snaps on Saturday and at left tackle, and he played them pretty well. Pretty well. I mean, not a lot to complain about with what I saw from J.C. Davis yesterday. And I was impressed. And he's looking like maybe a pick that is going to work out, a guy for the future that you can cement for the future, potentially. And I I a lot of good things I can say about him, and also the D tackle kid, Bobby Jamison Travis as well. Another guy, another 6th-round pick, played a lot yesterday, and he also definitely played well. And not only did he play well, he stepped up from week 1 of preseason. He got better, and that's what I'm talking about.
I sent you the link, man. Tap in.
And he absolutely leveled up. He leveled up yesterday, and he stepped his game up. He got a sack, and also very impressive. And Jack Kelly, we've been raving about Jack Kelly. Played another solid game yesterday as well. Once again, like 6th round right now. I mean, if you hit on all 3 of those picks, that's called winning. That's winning. That's how you build a winning football team. When you start hitting on picks like that, those late day 3 picks, and I can't officially say we hit on them.
Yes, in your Twitter.
But right now, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I can say that right now. Those 3 young men all played pretty well yesterday.
Yeah, Kelly is a steal for me. I think he's going to be a great addition to this team. I think he's going to be an impactful player every time he steps on the field. That's a win, in my opinion. The Arvell Reese and Francis Mainawa picks absolutely wins for me. Malachi Fields, a win. Clinton Hood as well, even though we haven't seen much of him. I mean, Colton Hood, I think, we knocked it out of the park with this draft. I think everybody we got is going to be able to contribute. Yeah, Miz, the link is in your Twitter. I sent it to your Twitter. Rotational player, says Frank Waiters. Like our new 97, says Miz. Where's the link? X. Yes, sir. It's in X.
That's Bobby. That's Bobby Jamison Travis. 97 is Bobby Jamison Travis. Yeah, the young man I was just talking about. The big guy at the nose. I mean, it was good to, like I said, good to see all 3 of them young men level up. I mean, Jack Kelly didn't necessarily play any better than he did the week 1, but at the same time, he still played well, just like he did in week 1. But the other 2 young men, J.C. Davis, Bobby Jamison Travis, and they definitely leveled up from the Vikings game to the Dolphins game. And it was impressive to see, man. It was definitely impressive to see. A lot of the starters was off yesterday, and I don't know how much they're going to get any burn on Friday night. I would calm myself like to see them because I still like, it's football, man. You got to play football. You got to play. You got to play. And you can't have it in your mind worrying about people getting hurt because if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Whether it's going to happen in the last preseason game, whether it's going to happen in the first damn regular season game. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. The game is called football. It ain't 2-hand touch. It ain't flag football. It's tackle football. Body got to be conditioned. You got to practice tackling. And the only way right now that you really get any real practice tackling in the NFL is the preseason games. That's about it. That's pretty much your practice tackling. You got to be able to. I mean, you just that's a couple guys we haven't seen at all throughout this preseason.
There's the link right there, right in the chat.
Yeah, it's a couple guys we haven't seen at all, and I wouldn't mind seeing them at least for a couple possessions or something. At least, man, can we get a possession with Brian Burns and Abdul Carter and Tremaine Edmonds or something? Can I get a possession or 2 on Friday night with those guys? That's all. I'm not asking for much.
That's what I'm upset about. That's what I'm upset about this whole preseason so far. They got OBJ out there routing these dudes up, getting wide open, and nobody's throwing them the ball. It's like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But you'll continue to throw it to the guy who drops touchdown passes when we need them most. Like, to me, that shit makes no sense.
OBJ dropped a touchdown pass yesterday, too. He dropped a touchdown pass yesterday. He should have caught that shit.
Yep. Yep. In a preseason game, though, not when the game's on the line, like Slayton does 90% of the time. How do you guys feel about the talk of trading Tracy? Why would we be trading Tyrone Tracy Jr.? Why?
Well, no, Tyrone Tracy Jr. is absolutely officially, and I was in denial about this on Wednesday when me and Adam was talking about it. Shout out to my guy Adam Kosh, a super dope co-host on Wednesday with me on the Real Deal NFC East Roundup. Shameless plug. But
Absolutely. Get it
when
in.
me and him was talking about this on Wednesday, you know, we was on opposite sides of the argument, man, opposite sides of the fence on this. He was already putting Tracy on the bubble even then. And I was like, nah, he ain't no damn bubble player. He had a bad day at the office against Minnesota. I said, but it ain't no fuck. I said, there's no way.
Yesterday.
I can't. I said, I couldn't see a path. I said, I couldn't see a path where he didn't make this team. But after yesterday, you go on there, another mental mistake like that. You can't have that. And we was in the red zone. We was in scoring position. Most likely, he was going to probably end up scoring, ultimately scored a touchdown, ultimately. Because he was running well on that drive. But at the end of the day, you can't have mistakes like that, man. And that's now 2 weeks in a row where you just been, boom, like microscope right on your ass. And I just don't know. I think Friday is going to be huge for him. I know he's a guy that will definitely be playing on Friday because it's going to be a big night for him.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely on the bubble for real now. I'm not in denial.
2 weeks back to back. Yeah, 2 weeks back to back. Yeah, I gotta agree with you.
Not guaranteed. Bring Najee Harrison. Devin Singletary did legitimately outplay you this week. I mean, yeah. I don't know, but he's another guy. I will say the same thing about him, like I said about Slayton earlier. If your plans on him not being here, trade him because he definitely has trade value. He definitely can get. So he has some form of trade value. You know what I mean? You can get something for him for sure. Absolutely. So you're just putting them out there, just releasing them is just to me careless and reckless.
No, yeah, I can't.
In my hands. I mean, you
got
got to
at least that. You got to get something for him. Yeah. Can't just be out here.
And with the little bit limited draft capital for us next year, the more let's get it. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Singletary is hey, he's outplaying him, man. I can't make an argument otherwise.
Says Tyrone Tracy.
I know Najee hasn't played
himself. Yeah, he sure is, Mr. Hall.
Absolutely, he is.
You know, I tell people that at work. I ain't fire you. You fired yourself. You know what you're supposed to do when you come in here. If you don't do it, I mean, you giving yourself your walking papers.
You need to tell him stop worrying about them little TikTok videos, them little shorts he be making on Giants.com. He always like the first one over there, no matter what the little game is they playing. He always like the first one over there. Nah, brother, keep working on your craft, man. Because something's, I don't know, it's in his head mentally. And if he can't get that out, he's a liability, man. I mean, I get it. I understand it was raining, the ball's a little wet, but that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. And it can't be an excuse. Everybody playing in the same weather. Got to hold on to the football, man. He didn't even get touched. He just flat out he just fumbled the ball. He just stripped the ball, fumbled the ball away. I don't know.
Switching the ball from his left hand to his right hand.
Yeah.
Nobody even touched it. Coughlin didn't play that fumbling shit. No, he sure did not. He sure did not. When Tiki Barber got hit with that shit, he checked that quick. He was like, excuse me, sir. We not going to be playing like this.
You put him on the bench for a little while, then he got him right. Then he fixed him up, brought a specialist in. Yeah, I mean, fixed him up.
High and tight. Hold that ball. Yep, yes, sir.
I mean, this was different though. This was different with Tyrone Tracy yesterday, though. He just, like I said, this was just some old him switching the ball, switching the ball to his left from his left to his right, and yeah, he just coughed it up right down there in scoring position. So yeah, can't have mistakes like that, and you can see the look on on Harbaugh's face. In that moment, right when they flash the camera over at him, you can see the look of disgust on his face. So, as you say, Mac, he is.
I sent you the link in your Twitter app. Said if he didn't have family here, he'd pop on. I get it, brother. I get it, but you can sure type your opinion. What do you think about Deonte Banks becoming the CB1? And if so, what does that create a path for which receiver to make this roster as a special teams guy? Let us know in the comments. Miz, also, since you faked out like you was going to hop in and then didn't hop in, type yourself an answer to that question, sir.
But Harbaugh also said that CC will be back to practice. Said that little stinger issue, he's good. He said he expects Colton Hood back to practice as well. So hopefully they can get those guys ready to be able to get some burn.
I'd like to see Colton Hood in this next preseason game and see how he's coming back because he showed a lot of promise, in that last season in college before he got drafted. Definitely a lot of potential there to become a ball hawk type of DB that we need in the backfield. If you can get him to take a huge step in the first year and then a humongous step in the second year, then you got 2 lockdown press man corners with him and Banks. That would be phenomenal. But as I've been saying all offseason, as long as this defensive front can create the type of pressure that we need, those DBs will not have to hold their coverage for that long, and it will make their job that much easier. And I, for one, believe that we have the right pieces defensively on that front 7 to get some pressure and force some early throws and errant throws. So I'm looking forward to the blitz squad creating that pressure, stopping the QBs from stepping up in the passing lane, stepping up in the pocket, stuffing the run, and our DBs being able to get some takeaways for us. Super excited for that. I would love to see us killing it in the turnover differential. Because as Mac and I both know, we're both old enough, and we've been around long enough to know that defense wins championships. Defense is what changes games significantly, right? Offense definitely matters, but defense can take the fight right out of you, take the momentum, turn the game around, and just stick a fork in you. So I'm anxious to see what this defense is going to shape up to be when it comes real season time and real crunch time. You said shout out to the New York Giants. What, Mac?
Shout out to the New York Giants defense in general. Saturday against the Miami Dolphins, man. 102 total yards allowed, 50 yards on 18 carries. And then the Miami Dolphin quarterbacks combined for only 52 yards. Shout out to the New York Giant defense. And I don't care if you're only playing against the Miami Dolphins. That's absolutely shutting a squad down right there. That's shutting a squad down. They barely got the amount of yards of the football field in general. I mean, damn, Drew Phillips, man. After he had that penalty, he got that penalty early in the game. Yeah, he got that penalty earlier in the game, but then he turned after he got that pass interference, he turned up, man. He turned up, forcing a fumble, just making big plays, man. Drew Phillips had a really good day. Tyler Newman wasn't bad yesterday. And like I said, the rookies, Bobby Jamison, Travis, man. Like I said, leveling up. Good to see, man. Really good to see. I wish I could see a little more from Darius Alexander. I would like to see a little bit more from the young man, making a few more, especially out there yesterday playing against a lot of backup players. I would like to see him shine a little bit more, stand out a little bit more. But I still think he'll be all right. I think he's just coming along, man. I think he's a small school guy that's still working out a few kinks at this level. What's going on, Miz?
What's up, man?
Long time, man.
Welcome.
What you guys?
Welcome. We got three of the originals right here. 3 of the original OGs right here when we started this thing.
What's up, Frank? What's up, Alex? Yeah, I was just talking to Alex. What's going on, guys? Yeah.
Miz, I'll ask you the same question that I started with at the top of the show. The rumors are that Deonte Banks is going to win that cornerback 1 spot. Mm-hmm. If he does, then you have to take him off kickoff returns and punt returns because you can't have your number 1 cornerback out there running the ball back.
Right.
So if he does become CB1, who do you think, as the wide receiver group, makes that last roster spot to take that return running position?
Oh, I'll tell you the truth, though, man. It could be Odell. It could be Odell that he be doing kickoffs and he gets packages as a wide receiver. And because, yeah, listen, I've been telling people for a year, I've been fought with so many people about not giving up on Banks, bro. So it brings a smile to my face to see that Banks, like I told people, man, the coaching last year was so bad, bro. Yep. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say. So
he regressed.
We all share the same
mind. Go ahead. Please say it.
It's all about coaching, and we had no coaching the last few years, especially last year, bro. So, you brought in a coach, and you're starting to see players that people wanted to throw away play better, and you got some young kids that just got here, and they're already showing some things. I know it's only preseason, but you could tell. I was at the game yesterday, and you could tell there's something different. We've said this before, but this time it's really different. There's something different about this team, bro. I was there.
We have a culture and an identity now.
Bro, the starters didn't even play, and the Dolphin fans were fucking jealous. They was like, yo, look at the Giants, bro. Like, yo, they were saying so many good things about us, and they were destroying. Their team looked so bad, man. So, I mean, look, it's only preseason. I get it. I mean, I took a close look at Averill Reese, man, and it blew my mind. This man does not look like a human. It's crazy, bro. Yo, he looks like an action figure. And the very first play of the game, he blew somebody up so bad it was scary. So, I'm excited. So about Banks, if Banks could be a starting corner, man, that's a home run because people were ready to kick him out the door. I'm not a believer in kicking young talent like out the door right away. I believe you got to coach them up. If your name is not Hyatt, I'd like to see you grow.
Facts. Yo, thank you for bringing that up. See, this is why I love Miz. I completely forgot the shit on Jalen Hyatt. Thank you, Miz. Thank you for being who you are. Jalen Hyatt, we have not seen him. He has been hiding in the closet somewhere. And I actually am grateful. I think he's been a waste of signing, waste of a roster spot. And it's a remnant of Brian Dable that I would like to get out of the building. Just honestly, yeah, he's fast, but other than that, what have you done for me lately? Absolutely nothing. He has contributed absolutely zero to the progress of this team. I don't even see him in the conversation. I don't see him anywhere on the 53-man roster. I don't even see him on the practice squad.
I was telling Alex earlier, at this point, I can't even call the guy a football player because he's not.
No.
He's a non-factor. He's injured.
Well, he hasn't done anything.
He's not injured. He's not doing anything, right? Go ahead, Mac. Right?
No, I was going to say, he hasn't done anything since a couple of weeks now. For a couple of weeks now, I mean, he had a couple of good practices, apparently, but then all of a sudden, he hurt. He ain't did nothing, and he hadn't played in either one of these first two preseason games, and I'm not hearing anything about a return for him this week. So at this point, he's just a fork is already stuck in his ass. He's gone. He's done. And unlike what I was talking about with Tyrone Tracy and Slayton earlier, unlike them, you can just go ahead and cut him and get rid of him. He's a non-factor. Nobody care. We don't care. You know what I mean? There is no value for Jalen Hyatt out there whatsoever. So. You just go ahead and drop him like a bad habit.
Go back to his coach. You can go to Tennessee. Go ahead. You could join. I'm watching there. They look horrible. You could go over there. Maybe make a name for himself over there. I don't know. You can go to Tennessee. You're not going to get nothing for him. So he's getting cut in the next 10 days. I promise you.
Yo, don't it feel so good to be back on the Big Blue Lounge live on Sunday with Miz, Mac, and Lou? The Big Blue crew still here holding it down regardless of what people may think. You know what I'm saying? And Tyrone and Frank, everybody in the building, what's going on? Frank Waiter says, unfortunately for him, I think he's done. I agree. And Evan Neal as well. Evan Neal is another remnant of the Joe Shane and Gable.
Played. I don't know. He might find his way on this roster. He might find a spot as a backup on the line, man. He played pretty well.
He played
as a backup guard
well too.
Yeah.
As a backup guard.
I think I never want to see him. I was watching him yesterday because I was looking at him on the sideline.
Again.
I mean, he's a big man because I was looking at him. I couldn't believe how big he was.
Oh, he's humongous.
I think, like, with Evan Neal, it's weird, bro. I think that when everybody forgets about him and he's not getting noticed is when he's actually going to grow and play better. I think he did real bad being in New York under the light and the pressure. And, you know, he was getting it from the fans, and I think it really fucked him up. So now, again, he was picked as a top 5 pick. I know. Why, Mac?
Yeah. Now, I'm going to say, I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, from what I was watching, I mean, like, he's not good. He's not a starter, you know what I mean? But as a depth piece, somebody goes down, you need to insert somebody. Yeah. I mean, he's like he can serve a purpose there. I mean, definitely. And he's definitely looking better and more comfortable inside at guard than he ever did at tackle. So, and the same with Joshua Azudu. You say the same thing about both of them. Azudu also looked decent and when he was playing guard. Now, when they put him out at tackle on yesterday, he looked like the Joshua Azudu we all know. He's not a tackle. Keep that man inside the guard as well. I mean,
so here's a question. For three great football minds here, because I respect Mac's opinion in football and Miz's opinion in football, and I don't say that about many people. So now that we have some decent coaching in the building and we've adjusted some of this line, do you guys expect to see a huge leap from Kayvon Thibodeau this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to play well.
I do. I think because he's going to be he's part of a rotation. He's going to be the part coming off the bench. He's going to be the guy coming in fresh, you know, getting, you know, hopefully being able to stay fresh with between those three guys, rotating those three guys, and Chauncey Golson, put him in the mix a little bit too. You got to. I mean, I think you're going to see these guys all getting after it, and I think Kayvon is going to be a part of it, man. He might price himself out of here, but
I think Kayvon doesn't get as much credit because he doesn't have the sack numbers. But if you look at his pressures, his hurries, his run stopping ability, the ability to set the edge, he's a very good linebacker. He's not the best, but he's damn sure not the worst. And he's slightly above average. And with some decent coaching, you can get the best out of him. And I think now, like Max said, that he's going to be in a rotational position with some other impactful players. You'll be able to see him impact the game more and probably get them sack numbers up. Miz, what do you think?
I mean, he's an all-around player. So people are obsessed with the sacks, but he stuffs the run. He knows how to play. He knows how to set the outside. So I think he's gonna have a big year, man. And then I don't know where he'll be next year, but I think he's gonna have a big year. So they have guys where they can rotate in and out and keep them fresh all year. We haven't had that in a long time.
That's when we've been at our best historically too. When we've had guys that can come off of the bench and make an impact, like Kiwanuka, you know what I mean, and you can give your guys a rest. You can give Tuck a rest. You can give Strahan a rest. You can give Umenyiora a rest. You can give Pierre-Paul a rest. And the guy coming in to take their spot while they got a breather would come in and get a sack or a pressure or bat the ball. We haven't seen that in a while in this defense. And I think now we finally have some depth at multiple positions, not just on defense. And that's a good problem to have. We're sitting here talking about who's going to get cut, who's not going to make the team. You know, last year and the year before that, we were talking about why aren't we getting this guy and why aren't we bringing players in? Because we had a bunch of bumps. Now we got so many good players. We're worried about who's not going to make it and who's going to make it. So it's a good problem to have. I'm excited for it. And I just can't wait to see us giving people concussions and stripping the ball and intercepting the ball, snatching it out at the high point from the other player's hands, just roughhousing bully ball, New York Giants football.
I want to see a drive on Friday with Arvell versus Tremaine Edmonds on the field.
We're getting back to our root.
I want to see those two on the field at the same damn time. Give me at least one damn possession with those two on the field at the same time on Friday night for me. That's it. Just give me that. I just want to see these two cyborg-looking middle linebackers out there just stretching their arms out, reaching up, knocking balls down, making plays, man. I'm hyped for this defense. I'm hyped as shit for this defense. I'm telling you. I'm just like thinking about it. Like we haven't seen the full complement of starters out there yet. Neither one of these preseason games. Wait till we get that on the field. Wait till we get that on the field and then start just bringing that at everybody. All them crazy exotic packages North Wilson gonna be having. Like it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna get crazy.
You know how long I have been waiting for Mr. Frank Waiters to say 11-6. Since I started this channel, I've been waiting for Mr. Frank Waiters to write in the comment section, Lou, I'm with you this year, 11-6. Let's go, Mr. Frank Waiters. Let's go, man. Miz.
Yeah, man. No, I'm
Mark
not
Peter,
Matt,
6590.
I'm excited for the defense, man. This Giants defense definitely could be one of the top in the league, without a doubt, man. Especially if Banks is growing into a real corner. And it looks like Holland is gonna, if he stays healthy, I think Holland is gonna have a big year. But also the run game, like we were arguing yesterday because Tracy had a fumble, and I was like, I'm still not getting rid of Tracy, man, because I watched the way he hits the holes up the middle, bro. He's got a speed burst and he's physical. I'm rather have the whole stable. I'd rather have 4 running backs and use them all year long and keep them fresh. But now,
I support that.
If somebody offers something, Mac, like the Raiders lost their running back today. If someone offers us something, of course, I'm going to take the bit. Yeah, you know, so. And by the way, nobody's talking about
that.
This kid out of Michigan, this kid is automatic, man.
There goes that 11-6 shirt right there. You know what I'm saying? If you
Dominic Zavada, it's got a big leg too.
11-6 merch.
Yeah.
Mark Peter says, I think if Kayvon balls this year, if Kayvon balls this year or beginning of the year, you pay him or get draft capital for him. Can't just let him go. He's a leader in the locker room guy too. Okay. Yeah. Click that link right there. Matter of fact, here, let me do it like this.
Jack Kelly will
scan this QR code. Scan this QR code, and that'll take you to the merch shop, so you can look at all the new GNATION merch, Leather to the Face merch, 11-6 merch, Blitz Squad merch. Even got New York Knicks merch. Flyers New York Knicks merch on the internet, son. Go check it out. Scan that with your phone. It takes you right there. But let me get back. Nah, man, I'm excited, bro. This defense looks hungry. It looks like the Giants of old, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see us just like dominating and bullying people.
Yeah,
Eric James Johnson has a question for you, Miz.
I said he's gonna be, give him some time to grow, but he's gonna take over McFadden's spot because this will be McFadden's last year. But if he makes the team, but I would let him play the year out, McFadden. But being on contract year, he's probably gonna give his all. But yeah, this kid Kelly could be a real steal. Late, what round was he? 6th round?
Sixth. He was our last pick, Miz. He was our last pick. Mm-hmm. We had 3 picks in the 6th round. He was the last of them.
He was the last one. Yep, because we was calling the draft together, me and Mac.
Yeah. He's feisty. He's gonna give his all, and I like this 97. I keep forgetting his name, Mac. 97 looks like he's going to be a rotational defensive tackle.
Bobby Jamison Travis.
Yeah, I like it. And we haven't even seen DJ Reader touch the field yet, so you know it's going to be okay in the middle.
Football is back, baby.
That's what I mean.
Football is back, and the New York Giants are back.
With the type of bullies we have in the run game, and you be able to get back to old Giants football where you munch up a clock and have time of possession, that only helps your defense be better.
And have a running back by committee, so you keep fresh running backs coming in and wearing the defenses down.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this is shaping up to be a beautiful 11-6 season. Lombardi lifting 11-6 season. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that for a running back thing, man. Like, there's so many tough roster decisions. I don't know if you can keep four though, but I'm kind of with you. I feel like do I want to get rid of any of those guys? I mean, because like you said, Tracy out of all four of them is the guy with the burst. You know what I mean? The one he's the one that could get that break. He's the only one that you could maybe see breaking away for like a 70-yard run or something like that potentially. Yeah. You know what I mean? The rest of them ain't really doing that. They're gonna get ran down. But they all bring something. And
they're not cutting him, bro. People jump in the heat of the moment. He fumbled the ball. People get crazy. They're not cutting that guy. No way. Now, if somebody calls and says, yo, what do you want for Tracy? Yeah, okay. You listen to it. You see what's up.
Absolutely. I mean,
I'll take whatever they offering for Slayton.
Well, I don't think it's going to be Slayton. I think it's going to be Mooney. And I think
it's one of them. Yeah, I think one of them is getting traded for sure. Mooney or Slayton. I think.
Yeah, I think
they can give me a cup of coffee for Slayton.
They're not going to trade Slayton because he's been here a while. He's a veteran on the team, and he had a game yesterday. So once again, he did just enough to stay.
You give me a large Dunkin' with no sugar, no cream, and you can have Slayton.
He's the longest tenured New York Giant.
Plus,
longest one. Been here longer than anybody.
Yeah, to me that's big because he's been around. I know he's not the type of receiver people want, but he's a veteran. And yeah, but look,
he dropped touchdown passes when the game is on the line, bro.
But you can't sit here and tell me I'm gonna rely on Odell for a whole year because I don't know if he's gonna give you a whole season.
Well, neither does Slayton, even without injury.
How old is Slayton?
Doesn't matter. I'm not asking for OBJ to be the number one receiver. I'm asking for OBJ to be the 3 or the 4 because you can't tell me that if you got 3 DBs or 4 DBs on the field, your 3rd or 4th DB cannot lock OBJ down one-on-one. Your 3rd or 4th DB cannot lock OBJ down one-on-one, which tells me every time he steps on the field in the 3 receiver set, he's going to win his route.
In the 3 receiver set, yeah. I don't think you're ever going to see a 4. This is going to be mostly a 2 receiver offense.
Yeah, or 11 or 12 personnel.
Ends, right?
Yep. But when that time calls for it,
sure.
And I'm telling you right now, Harbaugh's going to carry a 4th running back before he carries an extra receiver. We all know that.
I agree with that. I can see that. But I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility of him keeping 6 and 4.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. No, I think if he keeps 4 running backs, he's probably keeping only 5 receivers. I think if he keeps the 4th running back, he's going to only keeping 5 receivers probably because at that point you got to think about you got to have you got to keep at least 9-10 offensive linemen at least.
Yeah.
So you got to. It's a lot to factor in, man, at that point. And then you got the defensive side of the ball as well. 3 tight ends, I would assume, only 3 tight ends. But this is John Harbaugh we're talking about, the way he likes the ball. He could be thinking 4 tight ends too. I mean, like, it's who knows.
So who we got? Let me see. We got Likely, we got Theo Johnson, we got Fedoni, and who's the 4th one we got?
We got Manhurts.
Manhurts.
Chris Manhurts.
Yeah, he'll probably be the one gone.
I don't know because he's the best blocker.
If
He's the bully. He's the bully. He's the one that you want there when you trying to pound that rock. You want
carry all four or you
field.
can't? Can you carry all four or no?
That's what I mean. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
That's going to be difficult because you got to remember he's carrying a fullback, which most teams aren't doing anymore. So now if you're carrying a fullback and 4 running backs and 5 receivers, you're not carrying 4 tight ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't probably not. Yeah, probably not. But like I said, you got to have at least 9. You got to have at least 9, 10 offensive linemen. Period.
So we'll see. It's going to get tight here. This last preseason game is going to determine a lot about who makes this team and who doesn't. And we'll know basically on how much time people get on the field.
Well, I know you.
But this is what I'm talking about. This is a different kind of energy. The New York Giants, man, we ain't used to having decisions like this when it gets to cut down day. It ain't usually not much to think about. You can look at the roster and know who the hell is getting cut. But now, man, it's like it's some real football decisions that got to get made, man.
At every position. Competition at every position. Man. We look like a real NFL team for once in a decade. Shit, I'm excited.
Yeah, the roster's getting deeper.
Hell
you
yeah.
You got teams waiting to see who we're going to cut. I promise you. So they can grab
word.
Yeah.
Word. Absolutely.
Great,
which nobody was picking up Giants players before. Nobody wanted whoever we cut was like, we don't want none of them. Now people waiting to see who we cut so they can scoop them up. You know that it's a
once you got cut by the Giants, you were just unemployed.
A different feel. Yeah. Right. You got cut by the Giants, your career was over.
You were just unemployed. That was it. You ain't had no job.
Back to teaching kindergarten.
Yeah, word.
Driving the school bus.
You had to go back to your 9 to 5.
And you know what I think? I'm
crazy.
know this by like maybe even by week 1, but by like week 2 or 3, Najee's going to be the number 1 running back on the Giants. You watch. Najee Harris is going to be the 1. And then
there's a hot take from Miz.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a hot take from Miz. Hey, listen, don't be surprised if 6 weeks into the league, 6 weeks into the season, Miz is up here asking for his cookies because he said that Najee Harris was going to be the number 1 running back right here tonight on the Big Blue Lounge.
For the sake of my fantasy team, I hope that's not the case. For the sake of my fantasy team, goddammit. Because Scatterby is definitely my RB1 right now.
You know what it is with Scatterby? If you want to keep him fresh all year, I think you got to really rotate him a lot. You know, so.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm saying.
But you know what, Miz?
Still scoring touchdowns.
That's only going to help us to keep a running back by committee. That is only going to help to keep our running backs fresh, keep them healthy, and wear defenses out. Because every 2 or 3 plays, you bringing in new legs, they're sucking wind, they're tired, and you keep moving the sticks and controlling the time of possession and pounding up the middle, pounding it to the outside, wearing them down, and then catch them with the play action over the middle or to the sides or whatever the defense gives you and kill them.
Yeah. As the weather gets colder, and everyone knows, man, we're going back to Coughlin. Harbaugh's building the Coughlin team over again. Because let me tell you, Montana Fields is a 6'5" octopus, just like Plaxico was. So now you got a modern day Plaxico on the outside again. It's crazy, man. Yo, they're building the Giants from 12 years ago. They are. It's about time.
So can our young tight end, the new tight end, Isaiah Likely, can he be our new Jeremy Shockey or Kevin Boss or Martellus Bennett?
Likely might actually be the outside of Neighbors until he gets 100%. Likely's probably the best weapon on this team. You can line him up anywhere. Slot, wide receiver, tight end. This guy's going to be all over the field, man. Dart's going to be hitting this guy everywhere.
I think he's going to be Dart's security blanket. And not only that, not only is he going to be Dart's security blanket, I don't think Giants quarterback has had this many weapons to choose from in quite some time. When you think about it, all of his running backs can catch out of the backfield. Now you have Malik Neighbors, Malachi Fields, Isaiah Likely, and whether it be OBJ, Darnell Mooney, Darius Slayton, you got Theo Johnson, Thomas Fedoni. You got multiple guys that you can dump the ball to or run if given the opportunity. Giants quarterback has not had that many outlets in quite some time. And now our offensive line is actually starting to look like they can block and give our quarterback some time to go through his progressions and find the best target. Yeah. So again, this team just looks levels above what we saw in the past decade in just one off season. That just goes to show you how much coaching actually matters.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And I say give the guy 2 years, you know. But I think, but this team's gonna be they're gonna. I mean, I don't know how to put it, man. They're just gonna give teams problems this year. They just.
Yes, we are.
Mark Schlerb said it perfectly. He said this team is just gonna be a backyard brawl every single week. You know, and this guy Reese, man, him and Edmonds are vicious. Let me tell you,
it's a thing of beauty, and I can't wait, bro.
We have two.
I'm excited.
6'5" middle linebackers.
Really,
like 2 6'5" middle linebackers.
That's a problem, bro. Yeah. That is a problem for offenses.
Both big long arms, like just crazy, man.
No, but Mac, this guy like Reese, man. I was staring at him yesterday, man, because I couldn't believe. And the first play, the way he launched himself through that line and knocked 2 people on there showed like, I mean, he has no regard, and it's been a long time since we had a guy like that.
Fast and violent, man. He said he wants to play fast and violent. And that's exactly what he's bringing to the table, man. He's all about football. That's what I love about him the most. That's all he thinks about is football. That's his whole. That's him. Eat, sleep, shit, football. He ain't. They said something about. He said since he signed his contract, he hasn't made one substantial purchase since he signed his contract. Like that's not even what he's out here worrying about. All he focused on is football, playing football, playing ball, getting better. That's why I love Arvell Reese, man.
Not even.
I can't wait to see Maui Noah and Pancake Pat out there leading the way for a running back, just knocking people over and rolling people out the way so that our running back can just cut and juke and jump step and spin and stiff arm and leap and just run past everybody. Like I'm telling you, a Giants game is going to look like Madden this year. It's going to look like somebody who's nice with the sticks just skunking somebody. That's what the Giants games is going to look like, bro. Get your popcorn ready because it's going to be an 11-6 that is the most memorable 11-6 you ever see. I must have had a crystal ball because I've been screaming it for 4 years before it happens. So now it's about to happen.
You got to get it right already, Lou.
We'll see, man.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually it's going to happen. I don't know. This year is going to be a little tough, but we got some tough games on here along the way, man. But who knows? This team,
OBJ is on the team, we might go 12-5. If OBJ is on the team, we might go 12-5.
But I'm gonna be honest, you're not gonna like this, but I think Dallas is gonna be a big time team this year.
Yeah. I think Philly and Washington are gonna fall, and it's gonna be us and Dallas.
Philly looks like they got some issues going on. Yeah, they might be starting to decline, you know.
Yep.
I can see them falling apart a bit. I could see that. I'm not even saying it out of no just hatred. I do kind of feel that a little bit. I'm still not even convinced. I mean, the wide receiver, man, can he be the number one guy now without AJ Brown being there? Can he really be that? And at this level? Still a little light in the ass for my liking to be my top guy. Yeah, Devontae Smith. I couldn't remember his name for some reason. Yeah. But so I mean, they got stuff to prove, man. He ain't been practicing for the last few weeks at all. So I don't know, man. They got a lot of question marks, man. But if Dallas's defense,
bro, it's right here,
all the moves they made,
they ended up getting Styles, didn't they?
Decent.
And I'm not
Didn't they get Styles?
Yeah, he hasn't looked good. They're saying
Dallas.
Oh no.
Well, Washington got Styles.
They got Downs.
Yeah, Washington got Styles. Yeah.
But with Washington, I'm not a believer until they prove it to me. And they're saying that their O-line is not good. So I don't know. We'll see. It's preseason.
They got our former O-line coach, so it makes sense.
Yeah, thanks, Eric, man. Devontae Smith, man. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Dallas, if their defense could be halfway decent, they could be a problem, man, because their offense is going to be a problem, period, for everybody. Yeah. That offense is loaded, man. Just what they got at receivers, man. Pickens and CD Lamb. I mean, you can't deny that. And Dak, Dak always shows off in the regular season. Always.
Yeah.
And they got a solid running game with Javonte Williams, and they got a damn good offensive line. Once again, put together another great offensive line. So, three titles on the starting offensive line.
It's going to be very hard. We got to try to beat Dallas week 1. It's at home. It's been a long time since we took a big game against Dallas. And because we got to go to the Rams for Monday night week 2, and I'm going to say that's going to be almost impossible.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be almost impossible. But like I said, I think it's going to matter is how for real this defense is, man. Because that can be a game changer no matter who you're going against. You got like going against the Rams, for instance. If our pass rush is as ferocious as we think it should be, Matthew Stafford, man, he's a little, you know what I mean? He ain't going to be, I don't think he's going to be able to get away from our pass rush if it's going to be as nasty as it's expected to be. So if that defense can, this
is the first time I'm excited about the pass rush. This is the first time I've been excited about the pass rush in a long time. I mean, you think about it, we had people like Lorenzo Carter and Martin, and I was just like, yo, we've had some horrible linebacker play here for a long time, bro. So I'm super excited about Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, Arvell Reese, Kayvon Thibodeau, damn, I forgot the other dude's name.
Tremaine Edmonds.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm excited, bro. We got linebackers that are hungry, that are aggressive, that are fast, that will hit the hell out of you. We haven't had that in a while, bro. We've had linebackers that was getting put out in coverage and getting blown up. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to see old school Giants football, knocking people's helmets off, making people snot when they hit them. Like, I want to see some old Giants football, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited that we have a defense that looks like they're going to apply that type of pressure. And it's long overdue.
Yeah, facts. Yo,
absolutely.
Beat people up at the trenches, man. Those guys, as the game goes on and they get hit like that a few times, they don't want to go over the middle no more. They don't really want to play anymore. You know, that's what happens.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They don't want to go over the middle no more. They come back to the huddle telling the quarterback, yo, don't do that shit to me again.
Another guy, Miz, what you think about what Chauncey Golson been doing the last couple of weeks, man? Practice and stuff.
He looks real good, right? Yeah. He's looking really good. And they said last year he was injured and it was a bad system for him. And this year he's back in his type of system and he's dominating.
And look, that's what I said about Deontay Banks. Yeah, that's what I said about Deontay Banks. Everybody was like, Deontay Banks is trash. We got to get rid of him, cut him, this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, he was drafted for a wink type of system. You get another coach in here who plays aggressive type of defense with their DBs, and Banks will be fine. And look, we got Wilson in here, and look at the turnaround. So I'm confident that Banks is going to be good. Colton Hood is going to be good. Nubin, Phillips, all them guys. You know, our DBs are going to be fine.
And you watch Nubin. Yeah. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
No, Nubin, Phillips, Banks, you know, Colton Hood, them guys. Them guys are going to ball out this year, bro. And with the new vamped defensive front we got, they ain't even going to have to cover that long. This defensive front is going to create pressure. They're not going to allow the quarterback to step up in the pocket and throw. He's going to force throws. They're going to throw errant throws, and these DBs are going to be ball hawks. This defense is going to light shit up this year, and people are not expecting it. By week 3, everybody in the league will be on notice. Oh, shit, the New York Giants are real. Watch.
Yeah, that's true. And Mac, how about this guy?
Week 3, Tennessee.
I always forget his name, man, but the 74 on the O-line is playing really good.
Oh, absolutely. That's the other 6th-round pick, J.C. Davis, man. We was talking about him earlier too, man. He played.
Yeah,
He
man.
played the entire game yesterday at left tackle from start to finish.
Yep.
And he played really good. Another 6th-round pick.
So Andrew Thomas is back
on
up.
all 3 of those guys. Well,
That's Andrew.
he's not
Thomas's
technically listed as
so
the backup
Andrew
on the
Thomas
depth chart.
gets hurt.
Well, he's not.
No, but I mean,
No, he's not technically
we
the
know he's
backup on the
going-
depth chart right now. But he's
going to win that job. So next time Andrew Thomas gets hurt because he has soft feet, our offensive line won't fall
now,
to shit
Marcus
this
Bowe.
time.
right now. Marcus Bowe the backup right now. Marcus Bowe is the backup. First one going in after Andrew Thomas go down. That's how it is right now. He was just, but they had Bowe playing right tackle and J.C. Davis playing left tackle yesterday, and he played good, man. Like you said, he played the whole damn game. And like I said, like I was talking about leveling up, him and Bobby James and Travis, they both leveled up from week 1 to week 2. They both showed improvement, and that's a sign of coaching right there. Teaching these guys learning from their mistakes, man.
Coaching, bro.
That's what
David
it is,
wasn't doing, man. David was too busy dancing with Jordan sneakers. He didn't have time to coach players. It's the truth, man. Go watch Tennessee tonight. They look terrible, bro. I'm not blaming him right away, but yo.
Oh, you know he's got the blame. Stop it. He absolutely gets the blame. He's
He
trash.
picked up all our bums. Flott got a pass interference down the field. It's like, oh, look, it's the Giants from the last 5 years. That's how I was watching.
Oh shit! I ain't even watched that game.
They got
That's
Flott.
horrible.
Aren't they playing tonight, Seattle?
Yeah, Seattle played their third stringers, and they were up 17-3 in the first quarter.
That game came on earlier. I forgot all about it.
They won the Super Bowl, so I mean, they got a good team.
Yeah.
They pretty much stood intact too. So
Well, we see them later on this season too. Be going out there,
and that'll let everybody know. Oh snap! The Giants just beat the Super Bowl defending Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's late in the season.
And look pretty while doing it too. Look pretty while doing it too. It's so pretty. Yeah, like my New York Knicks.
Better take it easy there, Lou.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, this is the season. This is the season. We have a coach. We have a staff. We have players. We have that hunger. The Giants' new theme song needs to be the old Rockies' Eye of the Tiger joint. They need to come out the tunnel. Eye of the Tiger, or some 80s movies shit.
Yeah. Well, let's
But
see.
look, man, I ain't got much more. I ain't gonna keep you guys up too late unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about. I won't end it, but
No, we should get a
I'm
big
just planning on going for an
a
hour
big
or so.
stream like right before week 1. That week leading up to week 1, we should get a big.
But let's do it. You always say stuff and then you don't show up. So
Well, if you're gonna say we're gonna have a big one a couple of days before the opener, yeah, we definitely gonna do it one of those nights, like on a Wednesday or Thursday night or something like that.
well, me and Matt go live every Friday for the True Blue podcast.
Yeah.
And then Saturday I'm doing Leather to the Face.
All right. Yeah, no problem.
So we can do it on a Thursday, maybe.
That's cool. We're getting closer. We're still 3 weeks away, but yeah, that would be cool.
The Thursday before that week, before the game opener, season opener.
Yeah. We get Alex and some of these guys to hop in here, have some football.
Ron Burgundy. That's his new name. He's not Alex no more. He's Ron Burgundy. Stay classy, Tennessee. But shit, man, it's good to hear from you, Miz. Need to tap in more often, bro. We done cranked it back up.
I didn't know I don't look at the links. I didn't know you were on, and then I seen you guys on YouTube. So just text me sometime. I'll get it if you text me.
All right. Me and Mac been going live, so tap in, bro. We back. We back at it.
What's up, Steve? That's David. Yeah. Yeah. We'll be on.
Even Bloom.
Yeah, you get
all time no see, Mr. Bloom.
What's going on, man?
All right, guys. You guys do your thing, and we're definitely gonna be doing this again.
Yeah, we wrapping it up now, but we done cranked it back up. We got the team back together. We going live again. You can catch me and Mac every Friday on the True Blue podcast. You can catch me, Mac, and Wells every Saturday on Leather to the Face. You can catch me on Sunday Night Football. You can catch Mac and Adam on Wednesdays on the Real Deal NFC Roundup. And me, Miz, and Mac, and some others will be going live Thursday before the NFL opener to talk about hopes and our predictions and what we would like to see the New York Giants do and all other things related to New York Giants news. But until next time, man, which will be, let me see, Friday for me on the True Blue podcast with Mac, the Giants fan. Make sure you also subscribe to Mac, the Giants fan while you're at it. Make sure you subscribe to Miz in the midday. You know, he give you your updates, and he's got a new T-shirt floating around in West Palm Beach, Florida. Make sure you go check that out. But yeah, man, until next time, y'all know what it is, man.
That's where you at, Miz. You in West Palm Beach, Miz?
Oh, close to it. Yeah, close to it.
Yeah, that's my sister live down there.
I'm down here
cooking. Live in West Palm Beach.
We're cooking in the heat. Yeah.
Damn.
About a half hour from there.
Oh, okay.
That's it, man. 3 weeks away. Let's go do 11-6.
That's right. 11-6. You already know, man. Until next time, man.
Stop them Cowboys out. Did you hear him?
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys.
That's right. Did you hear that, Miss April? That's what he said. He said, we're going to stomp them Cowboys out. Until next time, man. Y'all
Harbaugh said Malik might be getting out of that red jersey, Miz, this week. Said he might be getting out that red jersey.
Yeah, I saw.
So he's playing. Crazy. He's playing against the Cowboys. I don't care what nobody. He's definitely playing against some Cowboys.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
You can't tell me he's not playing against some boys.
Yeah, definitely.
Until next time, fellas.
Get all conservative talking about. All right.